Hello everybody and welcome to a special edition of Bottom of the Order. We are coming to you guys late. You ready for some hot takes?
I am just slapping on hot takes, just slapping all day.
You want the introduction or we past that at this point?
To my right, I will stick a quick appreciation. Quinn Bonnell. I got co-host Vish. How you doing, Vish?
Co-host is just not accurate. Here for the high kick.
We're all from Colorado. Have a lot of Rockies friends.
Congratulations on getting married.
Hey, you idiot.
Are you ready for some hot takes?
He's like, this is what you bet on the Rockies in April.
Question mark?
It's 12:30 in the morning.
You broke up. What is that?
Bottom of the Order.
Go Cubs.
How you doing,
What's
sir?
up, guys? Like I said, Connor said special edition today. We're gonna try something new. Draft is coming up in 8 days, so we thought we'd look at the top 8 hitters in the upcoming draft.
I'm excited. This
Very excited.
is my forte. This is what I do, and we're going to be able to sit down, break down some hitter swings that I am excited for. And I've never seen these guys. This is, you guys are going to be seeing it for the first time like I am. Quentin is the one that's done all the research on the back end. This is what Q really wants to do moving forward, so we're kind of able to put 2 and 2 together, and so we're really excited.
We're gonna have 4 high school kids and 4 college kids. We're gonna kind of just break it down like a normal Saturday report, and then a little different because we have Connor here, and which is really nice. So we're gonna break down some more in-depth swings that most people probably can't do. So
I'm pumped, man. I'm pumped. Do you want to give a little intro for each player, and who do you want to start with?
Yeah, let's do that. As I said, we're doing 4 high school kids and 4 college. We're gonna do 4 right now, and we'll do 4 later. But the first one's Marcelo Mayer, who right now he's going to be projected to be the first pick.
Wow.
In baseball. Over Kumar, over Henry Davis, over Leiter. So right now he's projected number 1. Like most all these kids are high school shortstops. His kid's listed at 6'3", 188. So decently sized kid, Connor, for being 18 years old.
Beautiful.
He's from Chula Vista, California. He's committed to USC, but there's 0 chance he goes to USC.
No.
He's a lefty that throws obviously right-handed, playing shortstop. Since we're not really going to break down any of his running and stuff like that, Connor, he runs a 6'9", so decently above average speed, especially for a high school guy that's 6'3", 190.
That plays.
They have him as a pretty aggressive base runner.
Okay.
But I think that will change. You turning a 6'9" from high school to like a pro level isn't that great.
Not. Yeah.
So probably won't be as an aggressive base runner, but still a solid base runner that could, left-handed hit balls down the line, probably turn doubles into triples.
Okay. I'm pulling up his swing right now.
So first we'll look at some of his just BP swings. Kind of where your first thought here, though. Looks like a little open, very tall. I don't know, just like right off the bat, it looks like, I don't know, even like pitches away, it looks like it gets kind of long already.
Yeah, and the thing though with the BP is this is just him looking pretty right now.
I'll look at some live ABs here.
Okay.
Good bat speed. But kind of expecting that from a guy that's going to be a first overall pick.
I'd hope so. He does a good job staying over his rear leg.
Dude, he gets again, also we don't know what kind of arms he's or how hard these guys are throwing. But gets everything down very fast.
Yeah. But it doesn't look like he has to, that's the big deal. I mean, it's one thing if you have to get your foot down, but if you have the ability to leave it in the air to adjust to other speeds and different types of pitches, that's the key part. So I'm just going to be watching the iPad on this one.
Yeah, no, usually you see someone, if they get their foot down that quick and stuff, it's usually because they're overcompensating. They don't have the bat speed to catch up or something like that, but I don't know, it's pretty impressive.
What's his size again?
He's at like 6'3", 190.
I'm going to want to see him fill out a little bit more. Because if he's not going to be a speed guy,
we're going to see
if
he's pretty small.
If he's not
And there are a
going
lot
to be a
of
speed
big-
guy
big 18-year-old.
in the minors, if he's only running a 6'9" at 190, then
He kind of has a similar body type to Seager.
I can see that.
Like, obviously, Corey Seager's a little bigger. Also, Corey's swing doesn't look that much like his, but
Can get his foot down early. I like that. I want to see him trying to hit an off speed.
you said what?
I want to see him trying to hit off
Yeah.
speed. I wonder.
Yeah, from right off the bat, we can tell he's hitting fastballs.
Yep.
Okay, this is gonna be good. This looks like a little higher video. I mean, little like higher competition here.
This guy's got a little kick on it. Little cheddar peppers. Worked it the other way.
Yeah, that's a good swing. Like that looks like a harder thrower on.
Mm-hmm.
Like I guess, and I don't know, like it's probably not fair, but like low, it looks like probably upper or low 90s.
He looks quick. He stays around his swing, so he doesn't come up out of the stance when he swings, which is a big deal, because that means that he's going to be able to replicate this movement consistently, then versus just being more athletic than the other players.
Right off the bat, though, like when I was saying his swing kind of looked long in that BP, yeah, I'm taking that back right away.
No, this is a good swing, man. I mean,
No, it's a very good swing. But again, kind of what we expect from
the number one pick. Oh, so there's an off speed. Can you run that back again? Play the video again. I want to see what his front foot does.
lefty on lefty off speed too.
So he gets it down still early, but that's okay because that could be early in the account. Him not looking for that type of pitch early, so he's sitting on one kind of thing. I want to see if they go back to that off speed, if he can make an adjustment with it. Ooh, fastball up and in. Hello, sir. Fastball.
Oh, if it's a 1-2 count here, which we're assuming, right?
Yep. I want to see the off speed.
So another curveball, he hangs.
Yeah, that was not good. You can also
No,
throw
not
that. You
good,
can throw that
but-
curveball again and it have completely different results. If I'm this pitcher, maybe I don't know. I want to see the swing.
Almost. Yeah.
Play that again for me.
Change up. Like.
So he doesn't go with a toe tap. He goes with a little higher knee. He hovers. I don't mind that actually. That looked like that was the first change of
That looks nothing like his swing against that righty.
No, it doesn't. That's why. So on the righty, he was going with a toe tap, and it was like an immediate like toe down. And on that one, he did more of a hover. So he does slightly change that up just a little bit. Play that over for me one more time. Oh, there's the curveball.
Like, and this happens, he just breaks down a little bit.
Yeah. This is against Canes.
Yeah, so like, looks like another good arm on the mound too.
Yeah,
Again,
I like to see a little bit more of a hoverability from that front foot, honestly. So that's going to kind of affect my power, in my opinion, for him.
Yeah, what do you think? What do you think from like a hit tool already right now?
You know, can
Like,
you
he
give?
doesn't look. Again, we're also watching straight videos, so we don't. I guess we can keep watching, but it doesn't look like he swings and misses too much.
No, and I mean,
Also, again, not against top tier arms. We're assuming like we would see in the like minors every day.
on the fastball, his swing looked very consistent. Once they started introducing off speed, that's when we started seeing a little bit of variance. I'd like to see that kind of become a little bit more consistent for the contact piece. Give me
Yeah, we can keep rolling.
Give me some more. So there's that fastball. It looks really good on.
Handles in well.
See how he does? See how he hovers with that foot and he's able to get it down? He was going with a toe kick on the righty, and this one's a little hover.
You think that's just comfortability against lefties?
That could be. So on this one, we're not really going to toe kick. Oh, we just went with a heel. That might have been a two-strike approach.
I don't know, man. Something about him facing lefties just doesn't feel as smooth.
Let me, I have a... Here.
Like, watching him against his righty here, he feels so much more ready to set to go. And I see what you're saying with that front foot.
Yep.
Like, it doesn't, like, maybe, and that's what I'm kind of thinking, too. It's way quicker, everything, when he's facing right-handers.
Go to that lefty again. Man, he probably didn't enjoy that too much. See, there was a hover right there. See, you can see his toe. His toe never, like, went down to the ground on this one. It kind of just stayed flat.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. So why would that be a thing?
100% could be comfortability, especially depending on what eyesight he's dominant on. With it being a lefty, he's going to try and stay a little bit more open because that arm slot's going to be coming from almost behind him versus with a righty, it's coming into him. So with a righty, he can be a little bit more closed off-ish. I mean, it doesn't look like much, but to him it probably feels like a lot. But we don't have to be as closed on a...
What do you think that's going to hurt?
I mean, for...
Like lefties, or is it just going to...
Lefties...
He's going to lose the opposite field power that he has against righties?
Lefties, he's going to struggle probably a little bit more on anything in because he's going to feel like he has to do a lot more to try and open up on, which is probably also going to kind of affect him working a little bit away. So we're probably going to see a little bit of a dip normally with lefties, and if you get really anybody that's working on like a Chris Sale, like far outside type guys right over the top, he's probably not going to be as bad with, just because that he's not having to have that openness to his body as much. But righties, he's probably going to feel so much more comfortable. He's going to feel a lot more intact and feel able to work to all sides, where the lefty probably not as comfortable with it. Oh, is there side video? Ooh, I'd really like to see that.
Yeah, we got it all, man. Told you.
Golly.
So do you think right now you could tell if he's facing a lefty or righty?
Possible. Let me see it. I'd probably say
more the toe touch again.
Yeah, I'd probably say this is a righty. Foot's able to go down. Look how comfortable he looks right there, man. Look how his head's not awkward at all. With me as a righty, I'm a right-eye dominant guy. I don't know what he is, but facing right-handed hitters, I had to open up myself a lot more just so that way my head didn't have to move as much. But with lefties, that's why a lot of the time righties do pretty well too, is your head's not moving much. It's coming almost directly at you, and so it's a lot easier to see because you're not moving as much, or you don't feel like you need to move as much. There's a righty. There's a righty.
This one feels like he goes back way farther too.
Yep. The other ones he wasn't actually touching to, and this one he is.
Yeah. See, my question is to you, against the lefties, if everything's kind of taking because the whole thing is it's going to be taking a lot more time if he's hovering, it looks like. You think he's going to lose a lot of that power he has to left field?
As long as he's able to hold on to that power, so with the rear leg, if we could go back into a side view. I mean, he's going to be facing righties, what we believe is righties. But if we watch this rear leg, as he goes forward through the toe tap, it does a really good job of staying in the same spot, which allows him to create a lot of tension with his lower half, which is what allows for when his foot does hit the ground for him to just go. That allows for a almost no slack type swing, so that way if he is seeing high velocity, the moment his foot hits the ground, he is able to swing. The only thing is if he does go into that hover, or when his foot does start to move forward, if that rear knee does come forward with him, which I wasn't really able to see when we were for sure seeing the lefty because of the angle we had, that would be the only thing that I would definitely say I see a decrease in power for. Outside of that, it's one of those where he might just do a really good job of creating and holding that tension. We got a little backwards angle here.
Yeah, I just gotta give up some more here.
No worries.
Thinking about his fielding right now, and I can do that.
Here's a righty. So we're going to see that his knee
And I think this is in high school play, so...
Oh, it's going to be even more. So if you watch this rear leg...
Probably.
If we watch that rear leg...
Look how comfortable he looks up there.
Oh, yeah. He just knows.
That's like something like this. They're facing like Evo field.
So watch that rear leg. So we're going to actually see that rear leg kind of swivel towards the catcher and stay towards the catcher until his front heel hits the ground. Didn't swing, so it didn't go forward. Didn't swing, so it didn't go forward. But once
Again, I don't know if we should be looking at this arm, but just from dude, he's seeing these pitches so fast.
Oh, he's doing a great job.
He's like no already.
Oh, look at that. Oh, also look at the catcher. That man's coming out of the stance. This pitcher's absolutely terrified.
Yeah.
How the catcher got to that ball is incredible.
Whoa, time out. Did I just call that a strike?
Shut up.
We're not here to critique umpires.
Well, maybe we should be. Maybe that's the next podcast.
See, like, and this is a
Oh, here's a slow motion. Watch the rear knee.
It's just something you have to play because nothing was even close.
So watch this rear knee stay in the same spot until the heel hits the ground. Pinstripes makes it even easier, so we're going to see the rear knee start working back towards the catcher right there. Stays, hits the ground. Boom. That's a good swing, then.
Very good.
That's a good swing. What are the examples for 80, 70, 60, and 50 hitting scales?
Yeah, let's watch one more. I think it was from his perfect game.
Okay.
So now we know
here's a
these are going to be
lefty.
top arms.
Yep, and here's a lefty.
Yep, perfect. And it looks like full AB, so we'll watch this full AB. Or do you want to talk about, like, we've seen his mechanics enough, we're talking about, like, his hit, and we can talk about just discipline on this AB?
Beautiful.
Full approach.
Beautiful. Can you full screen it for me?
Yep, let's do it. Looks like a good arm.
He does
See,
it.
there it is, though. He's a lefty.
See, but he's not. He's not
You think
consistent.
a lefty right? It's just the consistency thing.
Yeah. I mean, and what has been the range of
What would
dates?
you prefer, the toe tap, right? on his swing just because it gets him in the spot quicker?
It's totally up to preference. I just would like to see consistency with it. The fact that he's done a hover, a kind of toe glide, and now we're seeing he also is doing a toe tap. With a righty on righty, he's been very consistent from what we've seen, but now with a lefty, that's the third different type of stride he's taking. Maybe if he gets to a 2-strike here, we're going to see something different, and so maybe he has a 2-strike approach that he does. I don't know. He has adjusted it 3 different times, though.
Yeah, I just realized I should have just turned them falling down on YouTube. That was really dumb of me. Sorry for everyone that's watching this and just listening to terrible country music and weird, loud cheering.
Oh, a little wiggle, a little waggle.
So 1-1 count here. Plays off a good slider.
I like that he's doing a little bit of the barrel down motion. That's a good feeling right there. Yeah, play that swing over.
So we got a 2-1 count here. Comes with the fastball away. Next pitch.
See, on that one, he didn't even do a hover. He just left the toe in the ground and then went down.
Yeah. He's late on this ball. And you think this is a thing of a timing for him, huh?
Yep. Well, actually,
Then,
I think
he's
he's...
facing an arm like this, right?
So I think he's actually
This
early
guy's
with
going
his...
pretty hard.
I think he's actually early with his heel, and so he slowed everything in his body down just to make contact because he was early, because he has that inconsistent time. So watch, you're gonna see his butt out just a little bit. See that butt out, the hands are kind of reaching out. It isn't a way pitch, so that timing is gonna be a little bit different. But that's I'm early because I didn't hover on that one or do a toe drag. He went heel up, heel
I gotta
down.
keep my hands back now.
Huh?
I gotta keep my hands back and flick.
Exactly. And we're not able to do that.
No. Against good pitchers.
Nope. So there's a little bit of inconsistency with that stride, which is going to bring to that inconsistency in timing. The thing is he... Oh, is this a righty? Oh, let's see. Yep. Let's see this little... There's the toe tap. So we have a toe tap, toe drag, heel up, heel down, and a hover. There's the toe tap. I was kind of a heel up, heel down right there.
Ball 4.
So, I mean, and watch right here. Here we go with the toe tap on the BP. So that's telling me that's what he...
This is nice and easy. Let's see if he takes some relax.
But that's what tells me that's what he's comfortable with. That's what he wants to be doing. And so the fact that we're...
Later, he hovered and then just tapped. So that one he tapped. Tapped. Kind of more of a hover, but still kind of like looking like he's going to tap.
So that would be one thing that I would definitely be noticing of, just in the sense of that is just timing. Timing is the biggest thing in baseball. You have to be very consistent with your timing. Now, you don't have to be on time for stuff, but you have to be consistent with how you're on time with stuff, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So little bit difference, but I mean that also could be because he's going from whatever high school he's playing at, where he's not probably seeing the best competition. Then he goes to perfect game.
He's in Southern California, but even no matter where you are, like it's not.
No, it's not going to be.
Like what you say, it's not going to.
So I mean, that could be something. So maybe after a few years, he's definitely a younger hitter. So I'm excited to see what this kid's able to do here in a little bit. I would like to see in 1 year. I would like to see if he's been able to kind of tighten up that consistency and go from there.
Sorry, I'm writing.
No, you're fine. I have the ability to cut this part out. We're recording. We're not live.
Oh, cool. So yeah, so what I pretty much wrote was just from a stance here. Stance, just like slightly open, knees bent, little bit of quick toe tap, gets to his place very quick, good bat path, looks pretty relaxed against righties, same with lefties, but kind of changed up his mechanics a little bit. Good swing the opposite way. Just like small timing issues. I wrote. I put him at a 30, like during, and then like maybe as a future guy, like a 55, 60.
Okay, I could definitely see that.
Yeah, but could be a plus hitter in the big leagues. From a power wise, I put looks like he doesn't really favor one side or the other. Power wise, like left field to right field, but there's nothing that jumps off the bat where I'm like, oh, this guy's gonna be a 30+ home run dude.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, I see him staying in like the teens, maybe 20s in a good year.
Yeah. So I put him as a 45, 50 kind of range.
I mean,
which would be about like a below average.
Okay.
And and I also wrote like on his physical description that this could all change if he puts on another 10, 20 pounds.
I like that.
And then what do you think about plate discipline wise?
I think he did a good job when he was facing the lower level pitching. The slider that he took in that outer half is a major take in my opinion, because otherwise that's a fastball that's starting kind of middle in. Generally a powerhouse for lefties, and the fact that he was able to take that off the side, I really like. So I think discipline's probably right around what would be average.
Yeah, I put it around a 50.
Doesn't look too crazy, but
I put facing lower level arms is way more aggressive. Kind of looks like Javi out there. Just like I'm so much better than everybody. I'm just gonna be swinging. Like if I go down to 0-2, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah. And then against kind of like the higher facing arms, looks like he could be a decently good walk guy.
Mm-hmm.
Takes some good ABs.
Saw a lot of pitches.
Yeah. All right. Good here.
Beautiful.
Do you have any other weaknesses or strengths?
I want to see more of what he's able to do left on left. That's one thing that I'm definitely going to be wanting to track a little bit. If I was his hitting coach or anything along those lines, I would want to see how he's doing there. But outside of that, the swing looks pretty good. As long as he's able to stay with the discipline, looks like he's going to do a good job.
Yeah, and there was nothing from even like a curveball perspective that you were worried about.
No, just he's already inconsistent lefty on lefty, so adding an off speed, he's going to be even more inconsistent. But that's what I want to see. If he's able to kind of fix the timing on lefties, I think he's going to be able to fix it for the off speed as well. It's just a movement issue, and right now his movement's inconsistent. If you're able to make those movements consistent, then you have a lot better job of hitting that off speed. Is he a switchy?
Awesome.
No, that's a different player. Okay.
Yeah, no, this is a very different player. So
I was like,
we can move on if you're good. All right, Connor, this is Henry Davis. This is the best college hitter in baseball, in pro righty, 6'2", 220. Like we said, a lot of these college guys are going to be built a lot bigger.
So much more.
21 years old. They have him as the best hitter, even though he's a catcher, but his strength, obviously, is his defense. He's a consistent, like, 1.89 to 1.9 pop time.
Wow.
Yeah, he's very good. He's a consistent under 2 pop time. Usually in 2020 topped around, like, a low 1.9. But for being this strong of a bat, being in the best hitting prospect as a catcher is the reason he's projected to go first or second in the draft. All right. We're going to watch some quick BP.
Beautiful.
Or I guess we'll just get already way bigger of a guy. I already tell has a lot more pop. A lot wider.
Yep. One thing I am starting to... Oh, that was a good one. I like how he rotates around his spine. He does it very quickly. In the BP session, I was noticing that he was standing up a little bit at the end. That generally happens when you have guys that are trying to lift it on their own. And normally they can do that in BP because they're going to be out getting the ball out in front a little bit. I want to see if he does that here in these swings as well.
Also, one more thing to add on that. So I can see running. He's an above average runner, which is also awesome as a catcher, being 6'2", 220. He's running like a 4.4 from home to first.
Wow, good for him.
So they have him, like a lot of people have him as like a 45 speed, which would be a little below average big league runner. But if we're looking like him as a catcher, running like being a below average runner in the big leagues, that's awesome.
Unreal.
You ready?
Yep. See how he kind of stands up a little bit at the end?
Yeah.
Like to see that kind of straighten out just a little bit. That looked like a good swing right there.
Yes. Looks like a very, very strong dude.
Yep.
And knows he is too. Like honestly, I mean, like the last dude's bat speed almost feels faster.
100%.
But dude, he just feels like he has so much more power already.
This is the #1 rated hitter out of college.
Yep. Let's see if we can get some.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm
there you
watching some not maybe the greatest swings in the world.
I want to see. Let's find some video of him. I guess that will work, right? Or what's this? Yeah, we'll watch this. Little Black Widow. Little
Love it. Love it.
H&M. Alright, alright.
Okay. I don't like how his hands move on every swing.
Little bloop single. Man, it just, to me, it looks like, again, take me if I'm wrong, but he looks like he's just going to be really hard to beat. Like, his bat stays through his zone so long.
Yeah.
Even this swing right here looks like he kind of fucked up, and it just stays in so long to be able to get something on it. And he has enough and he's just strong enough to get it through the infield.
I'm not as sold, man.
Really?
No. So the fact that his hands are going every single time, I don't like. Tells me that his decision making is really late.
Because it's a very simple swing.
It is, but it's the fact that he can't take simply just by reading it when his foot's in the air. He has to, his foot hits the ground, and then he's using pure strength to hold his swing back on a lot of these. That's why his swing is so slow. So you mentioned the bat speed. He's literally
right, like a perfect example right here, this next one.
It looks like he's death gripping it.
Right here.
Yeah.
Like everything's going and he just has to...
He's swinging. Look at that. It looks like he's swinging no matter what. And it's at the last. Which, I mean, yes, you're supposed to do, but you're not supposed to be committed. You're supposed to be ready, if that makes sense. But you're not supposed to be committed. He's probably safe on that play if he's got that good speed.
Also, this dude?
But you see, look right there. Look how his hands are already starting to swing, and that pitch should be an easy take.
So what's your big concern here?
I think
big leaguers with wipeout stuff, he's just going to be going.
Even slightly above average stuff. If it's off speed, it looks like to me that he's going to be struggling. It looks like, what was he hitter-wise his sophomore and freshman year? Was he even as close to being as dominant?
Like stat-wise?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Or did he kind of just come out of nowhere?
I can check everything
right
now.
Because I would be surprised if he's been this good for consistently. Now, I mean, obviously he's he's going to Louisville Division I ACC. That's a good school.
Yeah, it looks like he dominated pretty much all the way through. But his sophomore year, I guess he only played 14 games ago. But he was pretty dominant. He hit 15 bombs this year. He absolutely annihilated numbers.
Okay, so as a freshman, he batted 280, 133, yep. And then it was his...
Didn't have as much pop.
And then it was the COVID year. And then the COVID years when he batted 372, but they only played non-conference games that year, really.
Yeah.
So that's not that much of competition. Look at that, that's 14 games, and he batted 372, and then this year he did really well. So, I mean, that kind of plays into what I'm saying. I think the reason he's being so successful this year, he's just bigger, faster, stronger than most of the rest of college right now. And so he's kind of able to be better than them. His swing, to me, doesn't look like it's going to be sustainable in the minors.
So what would you recommend switching right off the bat?
I would like for him to go to a little...
Yeah, go for it, sorry.
I like to see him go to a little bit more of a stand-it, not as bent. So when you're as bent as he is right here, there's no tension in his body that is that's going to cause any tension being built. So right now everything's pretty loose. So he has to individually fire each individual part of his body. So that's why his hands have to go every single time. It's because if those hands aren't going every single time, he's going to be late on a lot of these pitches. It's because he's having to wait, and then he has to quickly flex to try and stop everything. That's why he has to check swing on almost every single one of these pitches. Even the really bad off-speed, he's even kind of starting to commit to.
I'm guessing right off this is he hits the high ball way better.
So if you went back to that take that he had, that looked really good. So not that one. If you go, where is it? I think it was that one right there. No, there was one, it was an outside pitch. His rear knee stayed pretty tall, and he rotated around the rear hip. And his hands so right there, his hands don't move too much on that take. And if you watch, his rear knee stays over the knee. The rear knee doesn't move too much on that one. But all the other ones, it does. Hands don't move too much. But if you go to all the other ones, watch his knee. He's almost like swinging on every single pitch.
I see what you're saying.
So on the one that his hands didn't move and his rear knee didn't move, he had tension. And so when he was able to decide that's not a good swing, nothing really moved. But everything else, it's kind of going. So I don't know. I think when he's going to be up in counts, I think he's going to do well because he's going to be able to try and jump on it. Depending on his baseball IQ, I mean, he's a catcher, so he should have really good feel of the game. He's going to be able to beat the opponent if they're ahead, but if it comes down to mechanics over mechanics, I think he's not going to win too many of these battles.
Okay, a little more. See, there he has a little faster bat. You think that's just that when he's going, he's just going. It's
So-
everything.
Yeah, so I mean, like, on fastballs, he's not going to do too bad as long as he's, like, on time with them.
There he slowed down a lot.
Yep. That's just him being more athletic. That's not his swing mechanics at all.
He's this next one.
Yeah. See how his rear knees are working towards back the catcher? That's a good thing. Now, as long as it stays there, that's the thing. A lot of these swings, it doesn't stay there. So like that one, hands didn't move too much, rear knee didn't move too much. I like that swing. I like that take.
What do you think? Like is a curveball down? It looks like this next pitch or a slider.
Any type of off speed, I think is going to be able to beat him.
See, this is what concerns me though. Like this swing. This is next one. And it seems like he hit this ball far away. And
Well, yeah, I mean, he probably
almost
did.
had like a hitch in.
He probably did, but the reason is he's just stronger than the other opponent. That's why he's being more successful. Now, the thing is, I guarantee you, he just outworked that guy. The thing is when you get to the minors, the majors, it's really tough to just outwork people. You know what I mean?
And especially in like and I've watched a lot of minor league baseball this year. Man, people are trying to punch people out every AB. It's almost like they're like, fuck it, I'll walk you and I'll try to make you look bad and be throwing sliders down 4 or 5 times in a row.
I mean, that's what it looks like to me. So I think the fact that he's rated the highest hitter surprises me. I'm not seeing it.
Very, very strong.
Very strong opinion on this one.
No, I'm saying like I'm just writing stuff down.
Oh, well, I mean, it doesn't change. I still have a strong opinion on this one.
I was saying he's a very, very strong guy.
Oh, he is. And, I mean, that's why I think he was successful. I mean, he did well when they were playing non-conference games, the 14 games that they played before the season got canceled.
See, I'm trying to think who... There's somebody who looks like just... Here, let me... Again, this could be cool. We're cutting this if this isn't...
Okay.
What,
You looking at Luke Voigt?
Yeah.
Nah, see, watch Luke Voigt swing. He hovers, bro. He does a really good job on the rear knee.
I'm just thinking of someone that was, like, just pretty strong, that... Like, I guess he's way more upright, too. he's way. Yeah, but like I was thinking because like maybe his hands are kind of similar, like starting kind of lower.
Yeah.
Like they're here.
But if you watch like Luke's swing, he hovers over that rear knee, and when he wants to swing, the foot comes down and he goes. If you watch his takes, like Luke doesn't like. Right now we're gonna see all of his swings, but if you were to watch like a full AB, like his hands don't go forward like that one dude's.
Yeah.
Like his swing almost
like,
reminds me more of
there.
Derek. His swing almost like reminds me more of a Derek Jeter swing if Derek Jeter was like in more of a stance.
Yeah.
Like this is the old fashioned like knob to the ball type swing, in my opinion. I feel bad for this kid.
Why?
I don't think he's gonna go far if he continues with the swing.
Keep talking because I'm just writing stuff down. Like what I think.
I mean, I want to cut that. I don't want to just come out and say, like, I feel bad for a fucking kid that's about to get
Yeah,
drafted top
you can
5.
tell whatever you want.
But, I mean, to you, if you were the one writing this shit down, depending on how much you trust me, I don't think this kid's going to be worth much, swing-wise. I mean, draft him for the defense, hoping that he could possibly figure out the swing.
Yeah, you don't want that, though, as a second overall pick.
Exactly. So, I mean, I would, if he falls to, like, this 9th, 10th, 11th round, grab him.
Like, what do you think approach-wise?
I just don't like it at all because his approach is the fact that he almost has to feel like he swings at everything. Like, everything just goes almost every single swing, which is not a good thing. Not a good thing. The reason it worked for Derek Jeter is he was just physically and more talented than all the other pitchers that he was facing in his time. Now, if this kid's able to do that shit, then fuck, good for him, but...
Alright, so here's my gibberish I have on him. I have him as let me look at this. I have him as a 55 hitting, which I think you probably think is really high.
Very. You have him as that now or projected?
Huh?
You have him as that now or projected?
Like projected.
Okay.
Like an above average hitter. I have him as a 60 power, which would be by far his best tool.
Yeah, I would...
Yep, plus guy that could hit 25 home runs in a year.
Yeah, I could see that.
And then from a play discipline, I said it feels like he has a good approach, sees pitches really well, but the glaring issue with his hands and his balance makes him feel like he has to go on bad pitches. It's going to make it tough.
He has to decide really late when to take a pitch.
You have any other things like quick comments on like power hitting that you do like? Again, obviously like really good rotation, good separation.
He does rotate well. When he swings, he does rotate really well. Strong,
and that's
powerful
where
body.
I see all this power comes from. Anything else you want to say on him?
That's about it.
Too high?
Very, very high rated. Overrated.
Alright.
Not saying he can't be a good player.
No, obviously. And again, if people are watching this and they're like, oh, you're hating. We are scouting these players on them being all-stars.
Yeah,
being your
I
first
mean,
round.
this is very difficult, very
If
tough.
this kid, if you told me this
Obviously-
kid was going to be a 5th rounder, I'd be like, yeah, very fucking good player.
Just not a first or second pick overall.
I still see him as a 1st round player. I've seen enough ABs of him live, and
Okay.
I don't know. I guess he could just begin, like you're saying, he's just way more talented, which happens in college.
Oh yeah,
You're just
Yeah,
more
that's
talented
where-
than people.
that's what it comes down to.
All right, you ready for the next guy?
Yes, sir.
Let's do 2 more and then get going on the day.
Beauty.
Khalil Watson, again, another shortstop, because every high school prospect, if you're in the 1st round, is a shortstop, unless you're a pitcher.
True. Which then you also are a shortstop.
Well, I do this. A little smaller guy, 5'11", 170. Really good runner, Connor.
Really.
He's a 6'6", 5", around then.
Wow.
Another lefty bat. Have him as a pretty plus glove. He sits around like a low 90s across the diamond. They say he's an extremely aggressive base running, but if you're running a 6'6", and he's a home to first, he's a 4'1".
Jeez.
So yeah, very plus stuff right now on the kind of defense and running. But we're here to look at his swing. So he is committed to also NC State. He's from Wake Forest, North Carolina. So again, 5'11", 170, so kind of a smaller guy. Man, is this a new thing with high school kids, just straight up open swings?
Yep.
Kind of higher of a leg kick.
I like the rear knee. Sees pitches
Does not like that call.
Did
Don't
not.
blame him. I'm gonna let this run. Tell me when to stop. I'm just gonna start writing stuff.
Okay. I like the swing. So if
Yeah.
you can tell the difference between this guy's takes
Kind of
and the
similar
other,
to what was our first dude we saw, Marcelo,
yeah,
but just a little different with the leg kick. Not as upright, I guess, as him though, but yeah, it seems like most of his pop's going to come from just straight bat speed, again, kind of not as big of a guy as these college kids.
I like
Worried
his
about
swing.
that.
I like his swing. I'm just seeing a small hitch. It looks like it takes him just a small amount of time to decide if he wants to swing or not. So if we watch that front leg, it starts off when he strides kind of rotated in, and he has to open it up to decide to swing. And that's what's causing just a small little delay in some of these swings. And instead of just being able to put his foot down and go, he's having to have that front leg open, foot hit the ground, then swing. So if he's able to make that adjustment moving forward, he's probably just been more athletic than the players that he's played against. Any type of velocity, he's probably struggled just a little bit with it. But I like the swing, man. If you watch his takes, it's a more hip and hand like move this way versus this way, which is that difference was with the previous that catcher. So I like this swing.
So my big thing out here, just from obviously I'm gonna be a little less mechanical. first thing I noticed, he's very much on the plate,
Yep.
which watching already is weird to me because it looks like he handles the inside very, very well, even with velocity, because he just has. Honestly, I think this guy has a faster bat than Marcelo even.
Yep.
Or the first dude.
I'd agree.
But like, so this pitch right here, this in, like, he has no problem getting around. My concern is he's up on the plate, I think, for this reason right here, which we see a lot of young lefties. I don't think he handles outside very well.
And that's very possible. That's where I'd like to see that adjustment in that front knee just a little bit, because it does mess with your timing just a tad. I mean, also, these are high school umpires, so we don't know how much off the plate they're giving. They could be.
That's also true. And like I said, most of these guys are going to be. Ooh, I like his swing a lot.
I like his swing, man. So you can see that rear knee work back towards that catcher just a little bit. Hits on the outside of the front foot. I like him, man. I like him.
Gonna be a very good low ball hitter.
I see
He
this
opens
guy
up
as
so well.
I see him.
Dude, his bat speed is insane.
I see him similar to Francisco Lindor, possibly.
Thinking like Jazz. Have you seen Jazz at all? For the Marlins?
Okay, yeah.
Oops. Just a very quick bat.
Yep.
He's closed, obviously, there, but this is the thing I don't think he has, though.
That oppo side.
Yeah.
And that's something
too,
learned,
he
man.
has a very good. He stays through the zone a long time too.
I think that's just the growing up piece a little bit.
Do you like the player comp?
I do. That's incredible.
Yeah, it's just the first thing I saw when I saw him. I was like, he swing a lot like Jazz.
Good for you, sir.
I just don't think he like. And like again, like he could if what he's saying, like Jazz is a really good runner as well. A lot of his home runs he's gonna rely they like him to be like a 20-30 guy in the big leagues, Jazz, where he's like a 20 bomb, 30 stolen base guy.
Okay.
And a lot of his home runs he's not that strong of a guy, but a lot of his home runs just come from a lot of fastballs, and he just has such a quick bat that he catches up on things so well and just uses a lot of that power.
I gotcha. I'm excited to see what this kid can do.
I like his swing a lot, though. Alright, let's go find some ABs of his that are like, so we can see kind of his.
How he does.
I just hit nukes off fucking poor high school kids, North Carolina. This is at a perfect game. So again, some good arms. I think we saw this kid actually face first kid.
Oh, really? I like that. Let's see what he does 3-0. Wow. Okay, let's see.
thing he's going to have is, man, he's going to be a tough guy to K with fastballs.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen that many great off-speed pitches, but
His discipline looks pretty good too. I like it.
yeah. Again, I'm sticking with. I think he needs to stay away from everything up. His bat speed looks so much slower. Balls up. My concern is, is he gonna be able to catch up to everything like that though when it's up and in at 95 plus?
Yeah.
I think he has no problem with his bat speed catching up to 95 plus down.
It'll be surely interesting to keep track of.
But I feel like that's always kind of a thing when you see with hitters with a straight up stance. They're usually not as good.
Yeah, he has.
Getting up and down.
If he's able to grow and get stronger and quicker, I mean, it is possible. It is a simple move, but it's a tough one. A lot of hitters like to try and stand up to try and hit that high fastball where you have to try and rotate, which he does a great job rotating to the low pitch. He just has to learn how to rotate to the high pitch as well, which it's a difficult thing to do, but I want to see if he's going to be able to grow into that.
So I wrote, so the first thing I noticed was how big on top of the plate he was. Big leg kick, very, very good bat speed, long to the zone. And I wrote plus bat speed again. I don't know. God, I have terrible hair.
Yeah, it's okay. It's a sign of an intelligent person, bro.
Kind of wrote, will it be a concern facing 95 plus up in the zone? Sorry, go for it.
I'm not sure. Like, we didn't see any. I would like to see how he handles it right now. That's just one of the things that's hard to do.
Do we watch every down here? I guess we did not.
This is the perfect game. Oh, hello.
So I'm saying, boy, that's going to happen when you're staying on top of the plate. There's a way. But for him, that's not even a way.
No, that's middle.
Yeah, it is. Like, it looks like he's trying to pull everything.
See, I like
There's
to
my
see
concern, Connor.
there. So if you replay that, there was a little bit of stand up right there
Yep.
versus just a straight rotation. That's what I was referring to earlier.
My scare is two seams up. The bat stays in the zone for so long, but nothing away.
Maybe that's why he hugs the plate so much.
Yeah. But do you think you could do that in the minors in pro ball with like scouting reports like this?
Yeah, it's gonna be tough, man. He's gonna if his hand speed is good enough to take he's gonna go as far as his hand speed's good enough to take him, because until he gets beat inside and continuously gets beat inside, he's gonna not be forced to learn to hit that outside pitch. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Any other comments you got on him?
No, that's about it. I'm excited for that young man's career.
I wrote, plate discipline will hunt a lot of fastballs, especially early. Said didn't get to see a lot that many breaking balls on him, but it looks like he sees them well and kind of knows what his strengths and weaknesses are, which you don't see in a lot of high school guys.
No. Pretty mature of him.
Yeah. Again, also, if you're running a 6'6", there's a lot more things you get away with. Hit tool-wise, I put it at a 30 for now, 55. So the 55, like, future, just because I think it'd be an above-average bat in the big leagues.
I would say 60. I think he's going to be better in the future than the catcher is.
My thing with him is just how far can that bat speed just carry him?
Yeah, true. But, I mean, how far is the strength going to carry that one guy?
That's very true. I put a 50 for, this was a weird one. So I put like a 50 as, like, I put a 50 as power. I know that might feel kind of high.
No, I agree.
But I think, like, the problem with is, like, the faster velo he's going to face is just going to help him.
100%.
With his power. I don't see him as a guy that's going to, like, slow everything down because there's harder velocity or try to speed everything up too much. He knows who he is and he has such good bat speed. I think he knows that.
I think he's pretty mature with it. Does a good job.
Yeah. Then kind of a plate discipline, I put it as like a 55, 60 as well.
Okay. I agree.
So overall, I kind of like him better. Marcelo, I don't know. It's tough. Marcelo's definitely more complete hitter. Who do you like better?
I like this young guy.
You like him better?
Yeah.
Do you have any other strengths and weaknesses on him?
No. But I am excited to work on to this next guy.
Yeah, I like him. I like Colton.
Yeah?
The first time I watched Colton was against Ty Madden. So I don't know who Ty Madden is. He's the third ranked pitching prospect in this draft behind Kumar and Leiter. He's like 95, 97 plus, and I was watching it on a weekend. I was like, it was very early in the year, and I was like, oh, this dude can fucking play. He does not look like, I don't know, he doesn't look like a top tier prospect out of college though.
Which I'm excited for.
Like again, you're looking at him right now. He's not huge. He's not that big. But yeah, let's do it. So, Colton Gowser, he's Sam Houston State. He is a third year as well. 6'3", 195, so he's a little bigger than I thought, actually. So that's good. Speed-wise, he's an above-average runner. Looks like a 6'8" kind of guy. He said he's pretty aggressive in college, trying to turn singles to doubles. He stole some bases in college, but in the pros, he might not steal as many. Still rack up plenty of doubles and triples. That's what we got on him. Another lefty hitter. Let's hope we can find some good video, because there we go. So again, and kind of obviously one of the biggest concerns on him is what deal conference Sam Houston is in?
Is that the Southlander?
I think that's the South. As a freshman, he hit 370. He is the Southland Hitter of the Year both years.
So
he was a preseason Golden Spikes winner.
So he's been doing it for a while.
And yeah, he hit like 390 this year, Connor.
So he's been hitting very consistent.
Yeah, like we can look up all his numbers real quick, but yeah, he's been a stud since his first. games, a 360 hitter, and then I guess his worst year was his short. Are we going to count 14 games?
Not like I would only hold like that wouldn't be a bad thing in my
his
opinion.
freshman year, the only difference between his freshman and junior year looks like he just got a lot more power, which happens when you become a freshman or junior.
Yeah. Okay, I like him.
All right, here we go. Another pretty stand-up swing.
Tough pitch. Oh.
Yes, this is the camera we're getting from Sam Houston.
Hey, you know what, Sam Houston? They're trying.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, let's see if we can get at least in there, yeah.
There we go.
Initial thoughts, anything so far?
Swing looks very consistent. He's doing the same thing over and over.
He doesn't swing and miss a lot, is what I've noticed from watching him.
No, and I think that ties in with his consistency. He knows what he can get to. He knows what he can't. Knows himself pretty well.
Like when I watched him face Madden, I don't know. So my initial thought on him is like, so his mechanics aren't like he doesn't scream out like, oh my god.
No.
But like every guy I've watched him and his big concern is he's in the Southland, like he doesn't face arms. But even when I watched him face like Madden and stuff like that, dude, he holds zone. He's good up there. His discipline's also
I like it.
very, very good.
I like what I'm seeing so far from him. Okay.
Yeah. Man, again, talking about someone's bat staying in the zone a long time. I do feel like that dude started his swing and I don't know how he hit that ball.
He does crash just a little bit, so...
Hit that ball decently far away, though.
Does look like he does crash in just a little bit on the swing. So I'd be intrigued to see how he handles inside pitches like that. I can't tell where he's standing on the plate, but that is one thing I would put to notice. Kind of reminds me a little bit of a left-handed Chipper Jones swing, it looks like.
Yeah, it was...
Really tight, really compact. Small movement guy. Looks like he has a good idea of his feel. You can see inside the box he's doing little hand movements and little places to get him into certain spots. That's his kind of like cues that he uses.
Find some other stuff. I want to watch them in high school. I guess, no, we can. Hey, watch this game.
Ayo.
Let's see if, I wonder if we can find, I guess we're not gonna, this is the whole highlights though, huh?
Yeah.
We're not going to be able to, we can watch a home run against Lamar here, a little different view. There's an in pitch.
McNeese.
Lefty on lefty. His swing, dude, that's the thing too. Like when he faces left-handers, it just doesn't look.
Hold on. Did he make this catch?
No.
Holy cow.
Again, runs well.
Wow.
Man, he's able to go the other way so well.
Yeah, I also think he's diving in a lot. But I wonder how he would do on anything power inside. Because his bat speed looks good, but doesn't look incredible like the one lefty that we saw.
Oh, that's blurry. There's a pitch in.
Is it on that other lefty that we were seeing him hit against?
He's a little bigger than I thought he was.
Oh! So I don't mind that.
Very disciplined. What do you think?
I like him. I don't think his power is going to be there. I think he's going to be more of a contact hitter. His swing kind of reminds me a little bit of Chipper Jones. Very upright, moves together. I think he's going to do well. I think he has the highest potential for consistent contact at the next level, in my opinion. But the power, I don't think is going to be there. I think he's going to probably be a 10 to 20 home run guy.
I was thinking it.
Hopefully his defense is really good. We saw the one clip of it, but I think his contact's gonna. I think he could reach up to like a 60 contact.
Yeah, I'm at a 55, which would be above average.
I think his discipline combo works really well for him too.
Yeah, it's one at a 65, 60.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching that RBI Baseball video. Again, I'm Coach Connor. To my right is where I have all of my information. If you want to get in contact with me, I do lessons, one-on-one, group classes for hitting and infield. If you guys would like more information, check out any of my other social medias. Feel free to reach out. Guys, go ahead, comment down below. Try to let me know you guys watched the entire video. Thank you guys. Have a great rest of your day. Go hit some tanks.